Hello everyone, it's Kestaki here. Today we bring you the battle for the PWC Season 4 Week 2 match against Bronson. This was at first glance a very difficult match for us because of the Mega ALTARIA. As we have no safe switchings, we do have a Doublade, but I'm more expecting a special Fire Blasting ALTARIA. Let's go to the team real quick. This is the Fancy Tyranitar. It's actually max speed FT-Tar. Basically, so you can take a Hyper Boost from ALTARIA and Thunder Wave it. This Tyranitar's job is to set up rocks and Thunder Wave things. Yes, I had to go for T-Wave, but I really need some speed control for this matchup, and it just needed it to do it. It has Ice Beam and the last move, I believe, Stun Edge, just to hit the, I guess the Circle. I don't know what I was thinking there. The second one is Scallop. Scallop is actually a really good win con, because if it sets up our Swords Dance, Scallop can sweep his entire team after the speed boost, so that's good. The Slurpuff is our next one, which is a belly drum set for sure. With a burner, obviously, with Facade, just in case he brought the Vaporeon, which he didn't, kinda weird. Facade, Player Off, and Drain Punch. Next we have Doublade, which is basically just a switch of ALTARIA. I know Doublade is gonna die this match no matter what, but we need a switching, so that's why Doublade is here. Then we got our boy Suicune, the MVP for last week. Suicune this time around is running a Coal Mine. It's called Ice Beam set, with the last move being Substitute, just in case I can set up free subs on the Jirachi and some other mons. The last mon here is Mega ALTARIA. This time we're bringing a Reflect type Mega ALTARIA with Recover, Reflect type, Psychic, Ice Beam. I should have put Shadow Ball on this ALTARIA just so I could hit the Jirachi, but I wanted Psychic for the staff to hit the Mamoswine harder. So let's get right into it. Here I lead right with Doublade. He leads with a Mamoswine, this is a bad lead for me. But I'm just gonna stay in and take the EQ, which I actually go for Iron Head. I thought he would go for the Ice Attack, predicting me to switch, but I guess he didn't. As I switch into my Latias on the Mamoswine Earthquake, pretty risky switch there. He goes into ALTARIA. I had to sack Doublade by turn 3. So you see how this thing is already very threatening. It comes T-Tar here. I have to go for the Thunder Wave. I have no other option here. So I go for a Thunder Wave. He goes for a Hyper Voice. Does a lot of damage. It's obviously a 2-hit KO no matter what. But I'm gonna decide to set up my rocks. I could have hit this with an Ice Beam, but after another Sand turn, my Scallop is gonna have a free time. So I let him kill me with a Hyper Boost as I set up rocks and a Thunder Wave. So T-Tar did what T-Tar was going to do. I go to my Scallop Bead. I go for the Potion Java. He sucks ALTARIA at turn 6. If I was him, I probably would have switched, but then again, I probably get him more speed boost, so why not? And here's I made a bad play. This is contact goes for a Sucker Punch, and I should have switched. I have a Suicune at full health. There was no reason for me to stay in. I could have preserved Scallop much better. I'm gonna stay and take 43% from this Sucker Punch. I'm gonna KO with Mega Horn, but Aftermath 25 and then Life Orb. You know, after sand damage, Scallop is pretty much dead. He just lost all his health in one turn, which is terrible for me. It comes Mamoswine. I know he's gonna afford the Ice Shard to save for play, so I'm actually gonna save my Scallop and going to Suicune, which I'm gonna eat that up. Later on in the match, I found out this Mamoswine was choiced. I'm pretty sure it was banded. I don't think it was choice card. I'm pretty sure it was banded. So I go for a Scald here, just trying to fish for a burn on anything. And comes Shaman. I know this thing is a threat, so I'm gonna go in ALTARIA. We're already barely in turn 3, and we're already down 4-4. So this is going pretty fast. I go into my Mega Latias, and I'm gonna go for a Recover here. See what he wants to do. As he goes for a Rest, so he's Rest. Obviously, this works with his ability, Natural Cure. And now he's gonna switch out, as I'm gonna go for a Ice Beam, I believe. Yes, incoming is a circle to take the Ice Beam. I don't know why he could have go Jirachi there, but that's fine. I'm gonna sack a Scallop here because I cannot let Lati take that much damage because of the Shaman. And he's gonna go for Bug Buzz here. I could have gone Slurp Off, but I knew for a fact he had a Slush Bomb. Or I don't know if he did, but I think he did. It will make a much sense. So I go into Suicune. I kill up with an Ice Beam. He goes for Bug Buzz. Does 40% damage to me basically, which is not bad at all. And comes Mamoswine here. And here I should have stayed in a Scald, honestly, but as he goes for an icicle crash. I don't know if he predicted me there well. I'm pretty sure he did. But I'm just gonna go into Slurp of Death, take a lot of damage. But at this point, left cannot sweep because of the Raichi's at full health, so it didn't matter too much. So I'm gonna go for a Drain Punch here. And this is where the battle gets a little longer. So we're in turn 17. I'm gonna spoil it, this battle is 40 turns long. And you can pretty much expect what's gonna happen between a Suicune and a bulky Latias against a Jirachi and a bulky Shaman. Well, against an offensive Shaman. As he goes for Iron Head here. And I'm just gonna start spamming Scald, because that's what Suicune does. And he does that pretty well. I go for a Scald here to catch the Shaman. I wanted to burn this thing, but I wasn't getting that lucky with the burns this time around. So I'm not gonna play risky here. I'm gonna switch right into Lati. As he goes for a Seed Flare. And here I believe I'm gonna go for Psychic, because I know for a fact it's gonna switch into Raichi. But I could not risk pulling a double into Suicune there. It's not a play you have to do, because that will, if he Seed Flare again, it'll put me in a bad position. So I reflected the Raichi here as he set up rocks. But this thing cannot touch me. I keep spamming Psychic here just to lower this thing down, because I don't think both can touch each other. He has leftovers, but I have Recover. So I'm just gonna keep going for Psychic, hopefully to get a Speed Edge, because I know Ice Beam does a little more. But I'm just gonna keep going right for Psychic as he comes into Shaman. And I don't agree with this play with him right now, because my Lati outspeeds, and I can kill this thing with a Ice Beam, but it didn't know that at this point. So here I go for Suicune, because I know he's gonna switch back into Raichi. I made a read here, which was pretty obvious to be honest. He goes back into Raichi. I'm just gonna click Scald. Here at this point, I don't understand why my opponent didn't just spam Iron Head. I don't know why he kept U-turning. Obviously right now is to get into the Shaman, but I'm gonna go for an Ice Beam here and do a really good amount of damage. Well, decent damage, 36%. He's gonna go for Seed Flare, but I just rinse, repeat, go back into Lati, take the Seed Flare like if it was nothing. And now I'm gonna go for an Ice Beam. He's at range. Here's a range for Ice Beam, but he goes back into Raichi, which is a good play. He does a less streaming that because I still have my Suicune left. And here I'm just gonna Reflect type, because honestly, I reflected the Psychic Steel typing. The Shaman can't do anything to me. As I'm faster, so the Iron Head won't do crap. So I Reflect type, and I'm just gonna spam Psychic at this point just to get Speed F drops, as this battle is dragging way too long at this point, which would have been done in like 20 turns had I had Shadow, but I decided to go for Psychic. Doesn't matter anyways. So we keep clicking here. We get the first Speed F drop, which is good. We go again, we get a second Speed F drop, which is amazing. So we got 2 Speed F drops in a row. It doesn't matter too much because you can U-turn and get rid of that. So I'm gonna go for an Ice Beam. I get a crit. Pretty unfortunate crit for him. But at this point, the Shaman is very low. Alright? The Shaman dies from an Ice Beam at this range. And those crits and those Speed F drops didn't really matter, because Suicune with pressure could have been this Jirachi. As I'm going to Suicune right now, because I just want to end this. So I'm going to Suicune, and I'm going to start spamming Scald. Here, he's faster than me, so he can rapidly click Iron Head, but he starts going for U-turn. I guess he doesn't want to flinch me to death or something. But that was obviously his only chance of winning, even though this would have turned into like a PP stall battle if he would have like flinched my Suicune to death. Because then I would have Lati. I burn him here. This is basically game over. So we're going to take the win against the Ninetales. Bronson, the Ninetales. Which we had a terrible matchup against, I believe. But at the end of the day, ended up working well. I don't get why he didn't bring Vaporeon. It kind of shut down half of my team. Unless I get the belly drum sweep. I mean, what I plan to do, the belly drum sweep. But we didn't get it. Anyways, this was our week 2 battle. And I appreciate Bronson. I think he did some really good plays. Definitely Sucker Punch's contact messed me up. He could have gone for like Fire Blast or something else. But he went for the Sucker Punch and definitely stopped my Scalopito's track. Otherwise, probably would have destroyed all his team. Because once SD is all I needed for a sweep. But that's okay. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.